Your 26.2 CIM experience begins at our start line in Folsom. Let's talk through some logistics around our start line to make your start experience at CIM successful. First, let's look at bus arrival. If you were taking one of our buses from downtown, that's location A, or from the Point West hotels, that's location B, your buses will park on Folsom Lake Crossing on the east side of our start area. As you exit off of your bus, you will walk down the row of buses on Folsom Lake Crossing to the start area at the intersection of Folsom Lake Crossing and Folsom Auburn Road. If you are taking buses from any of our remote hotel spots in Folsom, that's locations C and D, your buses will drop off just south of the start line on Folsom Auburn Road, and you will walk up to the start from the south. If you're taking the bus from Granite Bay, that's location E, you will be dropped off behind the start line from the north on Folsom Auburn Road, and you will walk down to the start area from there. All right, it's important to familiarize yourself with our start area map to know where all of the different amenities are around our start area, especially if you're in any of our special programs, such as the VIP program, the official training program, our elite athlete program, or our athletes with disabilities. And for those of you looking to utilize the Sutter Health Lactation Station or special medical needs gear area, make sure you're aware of where that start area amenity is. We know porta potties are an important part of any start line, and CIM has plenty. They boast more porta potties per participant than any major race in the country. The porta potties are located just north of the start line, and here's a pro tip. If the porta potties are long, keep heading on down to the end of the porta potty row, as there are often many unused porta potties at the end. And an important reminder, there is no gear check at the start line. If there are any items that you bring to the start line that you discard there, make sure that you discard them on the side of the roads or in the median in the middle of the road where there are bins located or signs that say, "Throw me your clothes." None of these items will be returned to you. They will be collected and either thrown away or donated to local charities. If there are items that you want at the finish area, when you finish, make sure you use our gear check service at the CIM Expo or downtown at bus location A on race morning before loading the buses. All right, let's talk about the starting corrals. There are a total of 7 self-seated start corrals. All 7 of these corrals are organized by estimated marathon finish time. There's appropriate signage notifying you of those pace times, and also our official CIM pace team members will stage in their appropriate corral with their pace signs 20 minutes before the start of the race. The elite athlete corrals will be located immediately behind the start line. Those corrals have restricted access, and you must have a special bib to enter. All other corrals are self-seated and are separated on either side of the road by the median. On the east side of the road, the front corral is for runners looking to run under 250 all the way back to 3 hours and 15 minutes. On the west side of the road, the front corral will start from pace 316 all the way back to 4 hours. The back corrals behind the intersection will be for all runners over 4 hours. The corrals on the west side of the road in back will be for runners between 4 hours and 4:30, and the back corral on the east side will be for runners expecting to run 4:30 and over. And for those of you starting near the back and are concerned about the 6-hour course cutoff, note that there is a 5:50 marathon pace group that will start in the final corral, and they will be a great resource to keep you on pace and ahead of the course cutoff. We'll also have sweep runners that will start at the very back at 7:30 a.m., and that will start the clock on the 6-hour course timeline, with runners needing to arrive at the finish line by 1:30 p.m. before it closes. If for some reason you ever fall behind the course sweep on course, there are buses positioned throughout the race that can transport you to the finish area. You should arrive at the corrals 15 to 20 minutes before the start of the race to ensure you enter the corral before the gates close. And also, it's a great chance to enjoy our pre-race national anthem and other pre-race production. If you have any questions regarding the CIM Pace Team or where you should line up at the start line, be sure to visit our Pace Team booth in the expo. When the race starts, the elite corral along with the front corral on the east side of the road, so that's all athletes looking to run under 250 all the way up to 315, those corrals will be released first, followed immediately by the corral on the west side of the road. That's all athletes looking to run between 316 and 4 hours. Then all of the back corrals will be released with the west side first for the 4 hours to 4:30 runners, and then finally the east side 4:30 and above. Be patient. You are chipped time for this race, so your time does not start until you cross the start line. We hope these CIM Start Line tips help with your start area experience and help you get your CIM race started off on the right foot.